Hey, welcome to another edition of Breaking Protocol from the Razzle Dazzle Show, our ongoing miniseries where we break down key updates and design questions straight from the development of Shade Protocol. These episodes are built around the game's community engagement series, Devs Ask You, or DAUs, where Kendall and the team not only show what's changing, but invite fans to shape the journey with them. The Kickstarter officially launches on June 4th, and these episodes are all about what players can expect, how the campaign could impact the future of the project, and the philosophy behind asking a community to help bring a game like this to life. Be sure to follow us and Little Legendary on our socials and YouTube channel, and be sure to join the Shade Protocol Discord server to follow new DAUs, vote in polls, and share your voice directly with the dev team. Links to everything will be in the description down below, and with all that being said, it's Razzle Dazzle time! Something that consistently stands out with Shade Protocol and how you run not only the studio but also the Discord, the community aspect, is how much the community is involved in discussions through these DAUs. The Kickstarter almost feels like an extension of that same philosophy. How much do you think community feedback has already shaped Shade Protocol compared to where it started a year ago? And again, I just want to highlight and emphasize that it has been a year since the global announcement of Shade Protocol, and this entire month of May has been dedicated to celebrating that big achievement, how far you guys have come. We've had other members of the dev team on the show with their own interview episodes already released, and of course they are expected to come back through these Breaking Protocol episodes to talk about more of their specific aspects of the development. But for you, now, like I said, how much do you think community feedback has shaped and helped Shape Protocol become where we are now?
Yeah, I feel like you have this fierce intention to make me cry. You need to understand that if you make me cry, we'll probably make 25% less on the Kickstarter. You can't be that guy. You calm down, because I ugly cry. I never thought would be where we are. Not because I don't believe in the game. That's never the case. It's just it's wild. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. Doesn't make a lot of sense where we are and what's going on. So mostly the community is just so important, because it literally, we wouldn't be anywhere near this moment where we can maybe fund a lot of the work that we want to do, things that we want to do, like for example live instruments. That's really expensive, stuff like that we wanted to do all along, but it requires a lot, not only economics, but more than anything, I know I say this all the time, credibility. It takes credibility. For the people that are here listening to this, that you're actually in the industry and you've dealt with other games and whatnot, credibility is the number one thing that actually reduces costs, because it lets you hire people of higher quality for affordable rates. It lets you do partnerships with other studios or anything, right? That's such an important thing. So the fact that we have a community that is growing at a steady pace, I think we've been too careful, probably a little too careful, to grow the community. But I think it's been the right choice to just kind of not make it about we don't constantly post our Discord everywhere. We're not trying to just bring a ton of people in quickly, because it's just such a soft and gentle experiment that it needs to be cared for. But the fact that we have 103 DAUs, I think, or something like that to this day, in a year or less than a year, it's still unbelievable. And I'm slowing down recently because we got to work on the Kickstarter, but it just feels like we're getting more than we deserve, or that we would have we're getting more than normal, and we have to, of course, be be less prideful about it. It's not about celebrating it. It's about acknowledging that it's here and then not squandering it. So I guess to answer the question more tactically, the feeling in the team is like we are very thankful, but we are also, we're struggling with it because we want to do right by all of you, and we know we're early. Like, we know we're very early. We know that, when we get to the Kickstarter and we share, like, if we are, we're really thinking that we're going to be able to. But right now, that is the case, by the way, that we will be sharing some, a form of content, we'll call it that. I don't want to call it a demo because it might be an open playtest. It might be some way, right, in which you guys will get to see more. But it's really early. It's really early. It's really early. And, there might be people that might see as early as it is, and they might, like, think that that's, like, our standard of quality or the best we could do, or, and it's not the case, but we don't really have a choice, right? If we could show you what we have right now and just be really transparent, or we could just go get a publisher, right? So we are in a position that even though it's stressful and it's painful and it sucks a little bit to feel this way, right, about a game that we love that much, there's many indies that can't afford to have this choice. They don't get this choice.
Right.
Like, they don't get to say, I have an alternative to having to go raise funds. I have an alternative, which is, yeah, maybe it's not the best thing I could put out, but at least I get to do that, compared to, like, you only get the one choice or death, right? So it sounds like, we're between a rock and a hard place, but the truth is, we are in. This is the greatest opportunity we could ask for. The fact that we could try to fund, some development and also make the community happy and show you where we are and get people to test the game. Knowing that there will be people that will, walk out of this saying, I thought this was going to be, like, a lot more. It will be. I hope, right? That's our hope. But we're really early. So just, if you're listening to this, manage your expectations just a little bit. But I also don't think you'll be disappointed. I just think you'll probably, like, be like, oh, okay, so they're way earlier than I thought. That's okay. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, I don't think I'm not expecting people to give us any grace here. I'm expecting people to hold us accountable to, in general, like, pretty much in general, if the expectation of people is that this game needs to be a Kingslayer, then yes, hold us accountable. Like, don't let us skate through it. Don't tell it, like, don't not write a Discord, feedback note. Do it and say it directly and be clear. And just, we could take it. This is what but I could take it. This is my role here. It's okay. I want to hear how it's broken. I want to hear how it's not fun. But the truth is, we're gonna make it. I mean, we have until the 4th, and believe you me, we're gonna do everything we can to make it the best thing we can make. Understanding that we need to get the things that let us make the game. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people here that have been super kind to us, that they've been sharing our content. People have done videos about the game and whatnot. So all that hype is gonna come to a culmination of yes or no, and our hope is that the answer will be yes, with a little star caveat of, like, yes, but you need to deliver. And we want that stress. We want to be told, these are the promises you made in those trailers. These are the promises you made in all these DAUs. Like, go and deliver. Let's go and do it. And then we have to. That's what it is. So yeah, I mean, I guess super long-winded way of saying it's gonna be difficult to meet the expectations of the street, because even beyond our control, I mean, I'm not saying we didn't try. Like, I'm not pretending that the wall cut is not hyper spectacular, right? But what I'm trying to say is, like, whenever you're playing the game, you also need to remember that we don't have a level designer, we don't have a UI artist, we don't have a narrative director, we don't have. I mean, I'm not asking. Once again, I'm not asking for you guys to be understanding or even accepting of that.
It's context.
I am just letting you know that there's context, right? It's context, and you should still tell us, you know, this this part of the game kind of dropped the ball here, and I need that improved in order for me to be like a more confident that the game is going to be the game I'm dreaming about. You gotta tell us. If you can, try not to be an ass about it. We would like that, but you should tell us. Just if you can manage your expectations, you should also hopefully be able to manage your tone. If you can, if not, it's okay. We could take it, but just tell us to your best of your ability with some amount of care, understanding that we are paying attention, that we want this to succeed. But there will be people that will play this game and they will think it's the best game they've ever played. And I want to tell you this directly, something to you directly. If you play this game and you think this is the best game you've ever played in your entire life, I am begging you, come hang out with us and tell us more. But please do not white knight for the game. I am begging you from the bottom of my heart. And if you don't know what that means, is don't fight other people on social media or here or that. Don't fight on our behalf, because we need to hear. We need to hear the people that don't like what we're making. Not more than you. Believe me, that's probably the wrong thing, right? But we need to hear them too. And it's okay to not agree. It's okay to wish things were different. We just need to do it with dignity and respect, because there's a team behind it. And I'm Papa Bear. No one's gonna mess with my team. So I am gonna defend their artistry. But I'm not gonna fight against a consumer because they don't like the fact that, we don't have contact damage. If you love contact damage in 2026, we can't be friends. But I'm joking. That's a joke. That's gonna get me in trouble. It's gonna get me in trouble. But you know what I mean. Like, what I mean is, we're gonna make some decisions here that are artistically challenging, and we want you to try to get on board with them. But if you don't like them, you just tell us directly. You just tell us directly, and please don't fight people that disagree with you, because if we don't hear them, then at some point we're going to make a game so niche and so self-important that it's going to fail. And I can't do that. I can't do that to my daughter. I want it to work. So it's okay. If people come around and they don't like something, it's okay to debate them. Like, I'm not telling you how to live your life, right? But what I mean is, don't feel you have to fight on our behalf. Because I know that will put a lot of stress on you, and it will also make it incredibly difficult for us to realize what's upsetting people. But do I think that's going to be the majority of people? No, I think like a lot of people are going to see what we're making and they're going to be very happy with what we're making. But probably not to the point where I don't think if we do a playtest, there wouldn't be any reviews, right? But do I think we're going to release a game that's going to be like 100% positive reviews? No, no. The game still, like, there's some crashes here and there. Some of the enemies are, either hyper intelligent or extremely dumb. Like, there's some stuff there that we need to work on. But yeah, I mean, it's what we're gonna make is beautiful. It just needs more time in the oven. So, yeah. That's that I would say that. So to leave in a good note, what we have is something we're very proud of. It's something that I feel represents well the work of a team that has made this against all odds in like a year change like that. It's incredible that we've been able to get here in terms of the technical marvel that the wall cut is. Something like that, to make something that complicated and get it done and still make a game around it in a year. I am incredibly proud. So give it a chance, give it a try, and if you end up loving it, come tell us, because we need it. But if you don't like something, come tell us, because we need it. So everyone's welcome. Nothing's personal. You know, we are here to make something that you will remember, hopefully as a core memory for the rest of your life. So help us get there, and just, you know, don't bite. That's it. Just don't bite about it. All right, that's it.
The Shade Protocol Kickstarter launches June 4th. If you've been following the game, enjoying the Breaking Protocol episodes, or participating in the DAU discussions, this is the moment where the community has a chance to directly support the future of the project. Whether it's for the music, the world building, the combat systems, the characters, or simply the passion behind the game, this campaign could play a major role in helping Shade Protocol grow into its full vision. Links are down below. This has been another episode of Breaking Protocol from the Razzle Dazzle Show. Want to help what Shade Protocol becomes? Join the Shade Protocol Discord server to follow new DAUs, vote in polls, and share your voice with the dev team directly. And if you like this breakdown, check out our past spotlights and interviews with Kendall right here on the Razzle Dazzle Show. Remember, the future of Emeria is still being written.